Question 26 asks students to investigate the main features and benefits to performance of a variety of different recovery strategies. This question was worth 8 marks. Some of the key parts of this question students need to be emphasising is, obviously our key term being investigate. They also need to look at the main features and benefits to performance of a variety of different recovery strategies. The question was worth 8 marks, and as you can see, there are a number of lines which students needed to fill in to show their level of content. So just looking back at the question, the main parts here are going to be definitely the features and benefits to performance. So that's why I've got the little line here that students need to be including both in their answer. If we have a quick look at our syllabus to see where we get our question would come from, you'll see here we talks about recovery strategies, physiological strategies, neural strategies, tissue damage strategies, and psychological strategies. They're the 4 areas that needed to be included in the answer. Ideally, students would be underlining these aspects when they put that in their answer, so it stands out, so the marker sees the 4 different areas of the question for recovery strategies. Syllabus also gives a couple of examples for each one that students could relate to be very specific with their example. Just having a look here at the first answer we've got is a 3 out of 8. Some good things about this answer, first of all, is in particular the setting out. I know that neural strategies is there, I know that physiological strategies is there, and I know that psychological strategies is there. We've missed out one strategy. Okay, the tissue damage strategy hasn't been included, which is a shame, which is going to take away from our marking, which has impacted on our 3 out of an 8. There's also a fair amount of space left at the bottom here again, which indicates a lack of content, which is that missing dot point. The main concern with this question and this answer is that, again, the person hasn't really looked at both the features and benefits. They've only really concentrated on one or the other. So it's only features and benefits that haven't really been targeted very well. When looking at neural strategies, mainly the features, not so much the benefits to performance. In their answer, everything needed to be related back to, when talking about the recovery strategy, how it's going to be, what are the features of it, and the benefits to performance of doing that form of recovery strategy. So that's why this question sort of struggled a little bit. As I said before, on a pleasing note, there's some highlighting, so some aspects of the question or the syllabus are standing out. Another response here, this is a 6 out of 8. It's a little bit better. Again, so things that I like to see from students is they're writing some of the dot points down up here, making sure they've got all the correct ones. They've got some examples that are with it as well. Massage, some cool down, some ice baths, relaxation, hydrotherapy, which is pleasing to see. I've just put a little line through here. Don't need to include introductions at the start. Just straight into our answer. Some aspects of this question that I like, again, psychological strategies, physiological strategies, muscle tissue damage repair. Not sure if that was really going to relate, but got the tissue damage is part of strategies are part of the syllabus, so that's okay. And neural strategy. So we've got the 4 areas there. Again, just in this question, just lacking the features and benefits, okay, for each of them. But I do like the way in which the question's been set out. There's some examples there that do relate back to performance, but just really hasn't emphasised enough on the features and the benefits. Both need to be included in there, not just one or the other. But, from a marking point of view, I know that all 4 areas of the syllabus have been included, and there needs to be some relevant examples. We'll just progress now to the next answer, which is a fantastic answer, a very good response. This is an 8 out of 8 from the marking point of view. Some things that I like about this answer and why it is an 8 out of an 8. First of all, physiological and examples, some of the ones that are specific from the syllabus. Tissue damage strategies, okay, so they're highlighted. The 4 areas are all highlighted. You can see them as clear as day. Right, so we have physiological, we have tissue damage repair, we have neural strategies, and we have psychological strategies. Some of the examples that are given from the syllabus: massage, relaxation, cryotherapy, they've also been highlighted. When we talk about some examples, that's been highlighted, so it stands out. So it's really emphasising what we're looking at in this question here. I like the way that we've written the dot point down the bottom here to include it in our answer, to make sure that as we're going through and doing the answer, we include all the information that we need to have in there. All right. The examples that have been given and the structure of this answer relates to both the benefits to performance and the features, which is what the question was asking us to do, which is the difference between a 4 and a 5 and a 7 and an 8. So this is a very, very good answer. Just some of the general feedback, looking at answers in general here, we could say that for this question, a number of students lacked depth and application in this question. The question required an investigation of both the features and the benefits, not just one or the other. to performance. So the features and benefits to performance of a range of recovery strategies. Unfortunately, candidates only referred to one of these either features or benefits. So students, as we mentioned before and looked at some of their answers, students were unable to include both. All right? Both features and benefits. Both had to be included in there, and the impact that they have to performance from recovery strategies. Most students were able to recognise the types of recovery strategies, example, neural tissue damage, which is very good, which is part of the syllabus. But they lacked a range of examples across these areas and were unable to support them with examples. The students that gave the better responses clearly linked the benefits to performance with a number of relevant examples, as we can see here. Okay, so we've got the areas of the syllabus, which we know, right? The benefits to performance with a range of different examples, and that's what the students were required to do for this question.